Welcome back to another disturbing journey in the southern underworld. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like, comment, subscribe, and share this devilish delight with your horror friends and fam. Engagement is essential, and it helps our little channel grow. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. The sequel to The Blair Witch Project takes a unique approach by incorporating the influence of its predecessor within its own narrative. This sequel, directed by Joe Berlinger, deviates from the original's groundbreaking found footage style and stripped-down horror atmosphere. Instead, it adopts a more conventional storytelling approach, merging psychological terror with supernatural elements. This video will explore the eerie nuances and unsettling intricacies of Book of Shadows, exploring its thematic richness, psychological dimensions, and fear-evoking techniques. Set in Burkittsville, a fictitious Maryland town, Book of Shadows picks up where its precursor left off. The film explores the aftermath of the Blair Witch Project in its universe, focusing on a group fascinated by both the movie and the legend it was based on, the Blair Witch. The narrative follows Jeff, who guides a tour group into the Black Hills forest to unravel the mystery behind this folklore. Alongside him are Kim, an empathetic goth, Erica, a practicing Wiccan, Tristan, an academic researcher, and her partner, Stephen. As they venture further into this ominous forest, their perception of reality begins to warp. They experience inexplicable phenomena that muddle their understanding of what's real, igniting their descent into madness fueled by their obsessions and distorted perceptions. This film documents their mental unraveling under sinister influences. A discussion about Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2 necessitates examining its profound exploration of fear's psychological facets. It scrutinizes how sanity crumbles under the weight of the Blair Witch legend and personal obsessions. The film's predominant psychological theme is obsession's potency when shared among a group, leading to collective hysteria. Each character is attracted to the Blair Witch narrative for distinct reasons, and their mutual obsession heightens their fears. The film adeptly obscures the line between reality and illusion, creating an overarching sense of uncertainty and fear, a fundamental element of its psychological horror strategy. Their experiences in the forest are characterized by hallucinations and conflicting memories, leading both them and the audience to question what is real. This persistent ambiguity amplifies fear as viewers grapple to distinguish what's genuinely transpiring versus imagination. Isolation within the forest exacerbates the paranoia among the group members, resulting in escalating mistrust, a theme portrayed with such clarity that it makes viewers feel their intensifying desperation. The film also scrutinizes media's impact on perceptions and behavior. It reflects real-world instances where fiction infiltrates reality, probing how media can mold beliefs and actions to such an extent that entertainment becomes indistinguishable from reality. As their experiences grow increasingly surreal and horrifying, they grapple with a significant loss of control, a theme that taps into our primal fear of helplessness when familiar rules no longer apply. Their inability to differentiate reality from illusion leaves them susceptible to the malevolent forces at play, thus enhancing the psychological horror. In Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2, director Joe Berlinger employs various cinematic techniques to craft an atmosphere brimming with dread. Unlike its predecessor, which utilized found footage-style filming, Book of Shadows embraces traditional cinematography, but incorporates experimental editing techniques designed to disorient the viewer. The narrative is peppered with flashbacks, dream sequences, and distorted imagery that create a fragmented visual experience reflecting the characters' deteriorating mental states. The film's sound design plays a vital role in fostering unease. Ambient forest sounds, distorted audio clips, and haunting melodies amplify discomfort. Sudden sound shocks and subtle background noises keep viewers on the edge throughout. Book of Shadows is also replete with symbolism and unsettling imagery that contribute to its psychological impact. Recurring motifs like the Blair Witch symbol, cryptic writings, and ritualistic elements add depth to the horror narrative. These symbols visually represent the character's descent into madness under the Blair Witch's influence. Berlinger's direction accentuates each character's psychological deterioration through close-up shots and intimate framing that capture their escalating fear and paranoia. This focus on their emotional states draws viewers into their experiences, making the horror more direct and personal. Lastly, Book of Shadows uses a meta-narrative approach by acknowledging its predecessor's existence within its universe, adding another layer of complexity to its narrative structure. This self-referential style enhances psychological horror by creating a sense of reality within fiction. It forces audiences to consider how stories shape our perception of reality. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 is a psychological horror film brought to life by its talented cast. Jeffrey Donovan, in the role of Jeff, offers a convincing and engaging performance that is disconcertingly real. As the group's guide, his gradual deterioration into insanity is depicted with an appealing charm that underlines his instability, making him a standout character in this exploration of the mind's darkest corners. Kim Director portrays Kim, a goth psychic who skillfully melds skepticism with vulnerability. Her acting intertwines her tangible experiences with her psychic visions, providing depth to her character. Director's depiction ensures that Kim's fear and paranoia are tangibly felt by the audience. Erica Learson embodies Erica, a Wiccan deeply intertwined with the supernatural elements of the Blair Witch legend. Her descent into madness is portrayed with raw emotional intensity that contributes to the movie's unsettling ambiance. The mental distress endured by Erica and her companions becomes increasingly evident through Learson's performance. Tristine Schuyler and Stephen Barker Turner portray Tristan and Stephen, a couple struggling with their relationship while also dealing with their individual mental breakdowns. Their performances add further layers to the film's exploration of trust, betrayal, and fear. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 extends beyond typical horror, offering social critique while exploring intricate themes that resonate beyond its plotline. The movie scrutinizes how media influences perception and behavior by focusing on characters obsessed with the Blair Witch Project. This exploration combines fiction with reality, a subject especially pertinent in an era where media consumption heavily molds beliefs and actions. Another significant theme examined in Book of Shadows is psychological trauma within group dynamics. The collective obsession over the Blair Witch legend drives them toward collective insanity, illustrating how mental stress and fear can fracture unity. The movie combines supernatural elements with psychological horror, creating an ambiguous narrative that keeps viewers on edge. It suggests that true terror may not originate from external supernatural entities, but from within the characters' minds. This uncertainty enhances the psychological component, challenging viewers to confront their own fears and perceptions. The characters in Book of Shadows embody a spectrum of belief and skepticism about the Blair Witch legend. This dynamic creates tension and conflict as differing viewpoints shape their actions and experiences. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 is a daring sequel that advances the Blair Witch narrative. While it diverges from its predecessor's found footage style, it retains the psychological intensity and thematic depth that made the original popular. Joe Berlinger's direction, combined with potent performances and inventive film techniques, results in a movie that is both terrifying and thought-provoking. Its self-referential approach adds complexity, making Book of Shadows a significant contribution to the horror genre. For those willing to delve into horror's psychological depths and confront blurred boundaries between reality and illusion, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 provides an unforgettable film experience. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 is a supernatural horror mystery thriller that is 1 hour and 30 minutes long and is rated R. The Southern Underworld gives it 4 bloody knives. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.